वेलकम सबैजनालाई स्वागत छ। आज हामी चाहिँ कम्प्युटर नेटवर्किङको बारेमा हेर्नेछौँ है त। कम्प्युटर नेटवर्किङ बिसिए 5th सेमको हामी चाहिँ पास्ट इयर क्वेसन इयरली क्वेसन पेपर कम्प्युटर नेटवर्किङको ल्याब रिपोर्ट पनि रहेछ। कम्प्युटर नेटवर्किङ कम्प्लिट नोट रहेछ। हामी हेर्छौँ ल। उम्, ल हामी चाहिँ सुरुदेखि कुर्छौँ। नेटवर्क इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर भनेको चाहिँ एउटा हार्डवेयर र सफ्टवेयर रिसोर्सेसको अफ इन्टायर नेटवर्क द्याट इनेबल नेटवर्क कनेक्टिभिटी communication and operation and the management of enterprise network. It provides the communication path and service between user, processor, application server, and external network. The internet computer infrastructure is typically the part of IT infrastructure found in most enterprises IT environment. The entire network infrastructure is interconnected and can be used for internal communication, external communication, or both. Networking hardware, router, switches, LAN card, wireless router, cable, networking software, network operation and management, operating system, firewall, network security application, network services, satellite, wireless protocol, IP addressing, data communication are in the exchange of the data between two devices via some of the transmission mediums such as wire, cable. For data communication to occur, communicating device must be the part of the communication system. Make it of the advanced delivery, the system must deliver data to the correct destination. Data must be received by the intended device or the user and only by the device or the user. Accuracy, the system must deliver the data accurately. Data that has been altered in the transmission. Timelessness, the system must deliver the data in the timely manner. Jitter refers to the variation of the packet arrival time. It is the uneven delay of the delivery of the audio or the video packet. For example, let us assume that the data packet are sent every 30 milliseconds. If some packet arrive within the 30 millisecond delay, other within the 40 millisecond delay. Uneven quality of the video. Also, data communication component. Data communication system have five component: message sender, introduction, receiver, protocol, medium, rule 1, rule 2, rule n. Message sender, rule 1, rule 2, receiver, sender, receiver, messenger. The message is the information data that can be communicated. Popular forms of the information include text, number, picture, audio, and the video. Sender, the sender device that sends the data message. It can be a computer, workstation, telephone, handset, video camera, and so on. The receiver is the device that receives the message. It can be a computer, workstation, telephone, handset, television, and so on. Transmission media, the transmission medium is the physical path by which the message travels from one sender to. Some of the example of the transmission media include twisted pair cable, coaxial cable, fiber optic cable, and radio wave protocol. Protocol are the set of rules and that go on the data communication. It represents an agreement between the communicating device. Without protocol, two device may not be connected, but communicating direction of the data flow simplex, half duplex, or full duplex. In the simplex mode, the communication is unidirectional as one-way street. One role is two devices on the link that can transmit, the other only can receive. Keyword in the traditional monitor are the example of simplex device. Keyword can introduce the input. The monitor can only accept the output. The simplex mode can be a entire capacity of the channel to send data in one direction. Mainframe monitor also full of half duplex. The half duplex mode, each station can both transmit and receive, but not at the same time. When one device is sending, the other can only receive, and the vice versa. The half-duplex transmission entire capacity of the channel is taken over by whichever of the two devices transmitting at the time. Walkie-talkie, citizen band, or radio are the both half-duplex system. The half-duplex mode is used in the case where there is no need for communication in the both direction. In the same thing, also station data flow. Full duplex, in the full duplex, also called the duplex, both station can transmit and receive simultaneously in a full duplex signal going on one direction. Share the capacity of the link within the another direction. Also, this sharing can occur in the two ways. Either the link must contain the physically separate transmission path, one for sending and another one for receiving, or the capacity of the channel is divided between the signal traveling in the both direction. One of the common example is station. Station also Now, application of the computer network, major application area, business application, home application, mobile computer, etc. Business application, resource sharing, VPNs, virtual private network. The whole arrangement is called the client server model. Web application, communication medium, electronic mail, IP, telephony, voice over internet protocol, desktop sharing, e-commerce also. Home applications, some of the most important use of the internet for the home user are as follow: access to the remote information, person to person communication, interactive entertainment, electronic commerce. Mobile user, mobile components such as notebook, computer, and the mobile phone are one of the fastest growing segment of the entire computer industry. Although the wireless networking and the mobile computing are often related, they are not identical as below figures show. Also, wireless no, no, mobile no, no, yes. Yes, no, yes, no. A desktop computer in the office or notebook used in the hotel room. Network in older unwired building. Also, network architecture. Computer network is defined as the physical or the logical design of the software, hardware protocol, or in the medium of the transmission of the data. Simply, we can say that computer are the organized and how tasks are allocated to a computer. Architecture also define how the computers should be connected and get a maximum advantage of computer networks such as better response time, security, scalability. Type of computer network: peer-to-peer network, client to server network. Peer-to-peer architecture: in a peer-to-peer architecture, all the computer in a computer network are connected within the every computer in a network. Every computer in a network uses the same resources as the other computer. There is no central computer that act as a server, rather than all the computer act as a server for the data that is stored in them. Now, introduction advantage of the peer-to-peer network: less costly as there is no central server that take to backup. In case of computer failure, all the computer in the network are not affected will continue. Installation of the peer-to-peer architecture is quite easy as a computer manage itself. Each architecture backup rather than the central computer, and the security measures. Scalability is an issue in the peer-to-peer network architecture. Connecting each computer to every computer. Client server network: in a client server architecture, client to server network, in the client to server architecture, computer act as an hub and serve as all the requests from the client, and computer as the shared data is stored in the server, which is shared into the client computer. All the communication takes place through the server computer. For example, a client computer wants to share the data with the client computer, then it has to send the data to the server first, then the server will send to data. The client controller is known as the server, where all the computer in the network are called the client. Advantage of the client server architecture: data backup is easy and cost effective as there is no need to manage the backup on each computer. Performance is better as the response time is greatly improved because the server is more powerful computer than other computer in a network. Security is better as an unauthorized access are denied by the server computer and all the data goes through the server. Scalability is not an issue. Architecture as introduction at disadvantage of client server architecture: in case of the failure computer network, server maintenance cost as it high cost as high. Types of computer network: a computer network is a group of the computer linked to each other and that enable the computer to communicate with another and share their resources, data, and application. A computer network can be categorized as their size, also local area network, metropolitan area network, wide area network, local area network, LAN, metropolitan area network, man one, and types of the wide area network: geographical area, the one provide the large geographical area. Suppose if the branch of our office is in the different city, then we can connect within them through the one centralized data. In case of one network, data is centralized, therefore we do not need to buy the email file or the backup server. Get updated file: software company hook to the live server, therefore programmer get updated file within second. Exchange message also sharing software resources. Global business: high bandwidth. Security issue: need a firewall and antivirus software. The data is transmitted on the internet which can be changed or hacked by the hacker, so the firewall need to be used. Some people can inject the virus in our system. Then the setup also and installation cost of one network is high as involves in the purchasing of the router, switches, also protocol and standard. A protocol is a set of rules that govern control the data communication. Protocol define what is communicated, how is communicated, and when it is communicated. Syntax, semantic, timing, element of the protocol, structure of the Format of the data indicate how to read the bit of field denomination border or the boundary syntax will be same in the sender and the receiver for communicate. Also introduction intercept the meaning of the bit, know which field, define what action, interpretation of the syntax will be same, timing what data should be sent and what speed or at what data should be sent. Standard provide the guidance to the manufacturer, vendor, government agency and other service provider to ensure that interconnectivity and necessity also.